What's up, Faith family? Jarvis Got and Void Darts YT here, and welcome back to another Diecast review. It's been another week, boys, and we've got some more Batmobiles, particularly from the Arkham Asylum line of Batmobiles manufactured by Hot Wheels. I'm not entirely sure which year these were made in, but I assume the video game came out in 2010, so we're gonna operate on that assumption right now. As you can see right here, I have two different models here. This is a much older one, but I'm going to show you this one was released in 2022 because Hot Wheels just loves to perpetually reuse their old models. As you can see, there's a bit more wear and tear on this one, but I just wanted to show the different color variants that you can get with this car because I do think the sort of blue tinted windows on this are really cool. Although the brown on this is pretty clean, you got to admit. So yeah, let's hop right into the review. And first off, let's talk about the body shape. And the body shape, it's definitely interesting. When you compare this to other Batmobiles in terms of scale, it does look a little bit wonky, and I guess that's just because of how flat it is. But if I had to criticize the body for one thing, because it is generally all right, I do like sort of greebling on things. I do like how the metal underbody is integrated with the rest of the cast. I will say that the car does feel a little bit short. I think that's because the wheels are different sizes. So the back wheel is larger than the front wheel, and I don't know, it just feels short. This does feel shorter than other Batmobile cars, particularly the ones also manufactured by Hot Wheels, and that may just be because of the, I guess, abnormal shaping. This feels a lot like a normal car. That's what I'm trying to say. This feels a lot like a normal car. It just feels kind of short, and it doesn't feel, I guess, super heroic. That's the best word I can find for it. It just doesn't feel super heroic enough. You know, it just feels like a normal car that vaguely evokes the Batman brand and iconography. So I think they definitely could have done a better job of just making this more closely identifiable with the Batman brand. Because when you think about it, the Batmobiles, I'm going to gain a complex from saying Batmobile too much, but the Batmobiles are sort of, you know, the car version of Batman. You know, they're supposed to represent what he's all about: darkness, justice, heroism, stealth, all that, all the things that you would expect from Batman. So when you create, you know, a Batmobile diecast, you're essentially, you know, making a character car. And in terms of how these represent the actual character of Batman, I don't think these do a great job. And granted, these are based on the Arkham Asylum video game. I assume Arkham Asylum was a video game. I've never played it, so I wouldn't exactly know. But these are based on pre-existing material. These aren't Hot Wheels original design, because trust me, I've seen Hot Wheels quote unquote original Batmobile designs, and they are shit. But that whoever originally designed this car, whatever company originally did that, whatever designers, definitely could have done a better job making this feel less like a classic car, because this really does feel like a classic car. It kind of feels like a mid 20th century style car. I don't want to give a specific decade since I'm probably going to get it wrong, but it does feel like a mid 20th century style car. And while that is charming, I don't think it holds up particularly well outside of the video game. When you translate it into real life, again, this doesn't feel superhero. It just sort of feels like a car that you see your grandpa driving around. But yeah, moving into final remarks, since we are about to hit the 5-minute mark now, I definitely would recommend these cars. These are very, you know, good Batmobiles to have in your collection. They are from an important installment in the Batman series, because although I don't know much about Arkham Asylum, I do know that the fans revere it and that it's a beloved game, an important part of the Batman franchise. And if you collect Batmobiles, and these will be a very important part of your collection. And I assume that these sell very well on eBay. So if you don't like to have loose diecast cards and you just love to keep them in the card, then I definitely say if you have these, sell them on eBay, because there's a sucker born every day, and I can guarantee that there's always someone dumb enough to buy these cars. Either way, definitely pick these up. I'd say definitely buy them for as high as $5. These are some interesting cars. I do think they're ultimately worth the price, even though they're not great representations of the Batman character. But Hot Wheels, they did a decent job at faithfully recreating this car at 1/64 scale. And yeah, I commend them for it. Yeah, this is one of the better Batmobiles that I have in my collection. That'll wrap up my thoughts on the Arkham Asylum Batmobiles, one from probably about 10 years ago and one from a few months ago, since my grandma bought that for me. Yeah, as always, thank y'all for watching. Stick around for more diecast reviews and analyses. That's pretty much all I have to say. That'll be it from me, Jarvis Got out. Have a great night, and go with God.